Good morning guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're gonna sit down and talk about my March favorites. I added a few things to my closet that I've become a fan of and I definitely wanted to talk about them. And of course also a few things here and there that I've been really liking that I already had, but just this specific month I've been reaching out for them so much, and a little bit of a chit chat. But first I wanted to talk about a brand that I just found, that it's called Petite Studio. I think that just by the name you're gonna know why I love them so much. It's so hard to find clothes that I don't need to tailor. Like every single pair of pants I have to tailor, sometimes even coats because they're just too long. Shirts, the sleeves are way too long. I just feel like I always struggle with that, and when I find brands and companies that make clothing that I don't need to alter at all, I just really like to stick with them. So I wanted to show you 4 pieces of clothing that I just got from Petite Studio, and these are pieces from their spring 2024 collection. So I'm gonna show you the pieces and I will also try them on and style them a little bit so you can see how they look on me. This is the first piece that I want to show because it is my favorite by far. This shirt is so detailed and so beautiful, and I can see so many pairings for spring and summer. It's called the Tilly cotton blouse, and this one is in ivory. I went for a size medium because I always prefer clothing to be a little bit more oversized, so also you have a little bit more room and it's more comfortable. I love these types of shirts and they're actually quite hard to find. So this one, I can see myself pairing it with a pair of shorts, a skirt, pants, pretty much anything. And more than anything for me, it's the puffy sleeves. Like I just love a puffy sleeve. I am such a passionate about shirts that I always find specific things that I really like, and then that shirt becomes quite literally my favorite. So I can definitely see that happening this spring and summer with this one. I'm changing into all of them. I'm not gonna do it for the dress because that would require for me to stand up and change the entire outfit, not just the shirt. But this is also a beautiful, beautiful shirt, and it's called the Estella blouse in pastel blue. I love this color. I always go for this color when it comes to summer shirts. And this one is like a little nice, refreshing twist because it has embroidered flowers and they're absolutely beautiful. I just love the vibe of these pieces. They're so, so nice. We have an upcoming trip planned to Italy and I can see myself taking all of this with me. I also ordered the rowan shirt. If you know me, I'm always living on a white shirt. If I was thinking about myself with a specific type of outfit, it would be white shirt, a pair of flowy shorts that goes well with a white shirt. No, probably a pair of ballerinas, and maybe if I change things up a little bit, a tank top underneath. But that's basically what I love to wear, and I'm quite consistent in that. So I always want to find white shirts because when I find this style that I absolutely love, I keep buying them over and over again. And this one is supposed to be more boxy, more oversized. It's a perfect white shirt that it's amazing for layering or just wearing as is. All of this, I did order them on medium. I think there's no actual need to size up. It's very comfortable and I really like the fabric. And the last piece is the Sylvie dress. This one I'm not gonna put on right now, but I'll show you how it looks on the model and also on me. But I love this dress so much. It is equally as detailed as the first shirt. This is absolutely beautiful and I really, really love it. Again, the sleeves are perfect. I really like the length of the dress because it's not too short that you're uncomfortable when you're walking around. This is just very me. All of these pieces are very me, so I really wanted to show them to you. And I'm gonna definitely link all of them on the description box down below in case you want to check Petite Studio out. They do have a ton of other pieces if you don't want specifically the ones that I selected, but out of everything that they have from the new collection, these were the 4 that caught my eye the most. I love them so much and I'm sure that I'm gonna be using it quite a lot during the spring and summer. So this was the clothing part. Now we can go to my favorites, and I really want to start with handbags. So I ended up picking 4 bags. One of them is quite new, but I'm already so freaking in love with it, and you will probably know by now which one it is, but I do have so many points to cover on why I love it so much. So the first bag that I want to talk about is going to be for sure my Birkin 25 in Jean Paul. This one is the newest bag that I added to my collection. I wanted this bag for quite a long while. It started with me wanting a Lady Dior in baby yellow and I was never able to find it. So then I thought maybe a classic flap, but with the classic flap price increases, I was really put off by them, and I kept seeing the new collections and they would launch new yellows and the quality really did go down. Also, the shade of yellow was almost never exactly what I wanted. So at some point I was just on the idea I just want a yellow bag. And if you ask me, Jean Paul is the most beautiful yellow that Hermes has ever released, but it was always so hard to find. I've been looking for this bag for 2 years now. I think I was on the wish list for it for a while. The wish list expired and I was always told it was going to be very hard to find. When I finally found it and decided to go for it, I was a little bit scared because I had only seen the color on the internet, basically YouTube, some pictures on Pinterest or on Instagram, but in person never ever, more specifically in Togo, because the colors do change a lot, depends on the leather. Japosan is going to look completely different if the bag is in Swift, Togo or Epsom. I'm gonna try to find a picture of an example of any color that you can see the differences. So I was very on the fence if it was going to be as pretty as it looked on pictures, and I can say now that it's literally prettier. But beyond that, one of the reasons why I wanted to put it on this list is because I got this a few weeks ago only, and I've already used it so many times. Like, I've been managing to always pull it out with any outfit. I find any excuse to take it out because of how pretty it is. Like, it really is a beautiful bag. It is a stunning color, and it took me a while to understand that even if I want to try different sizes and different styles, the 25 in the Birkin, not the Kelly, is what I like the most. I love the fact that the Kelly has a strap, and I do have a Kelly on the most used bags of this month, but I still have such a preference and love for this style that yeah, it was just a hit, and I'm so happy. And it's actually the bag that I'm using today. Now, talking about Kellys, this is one of those bags that I reach for no matter the season. I don't know if it's the color. I think yes, I love this bag so much, but the fact that it's a neutral but it has a little bit of color, I always gravitate towards it no matter the weather or the outfit. And I do have to say that despite me not being the biggest fan of Epsom leather, this bag is so hard wearing. I know that if it's going to rain or if I need to cross it or anything that I need to do, this bag is my ride or die. Fits absolutely everything that I could need when I'm going out, if I'm vlogging or if I'm traveling, if it's a long day outside and I'm not going to be home for a while, everything just fits inside of this bag. And when I'm walking around, I will have to admit, I do find very convenient the fact that it has a strap versus the Birkin, even if I enjoy using the Birkin and the look of the Birkin a little bit more. This bag, no matter what, is always a season favorite. And as I said, it may be the color, the size, or just the combination of all of these things, but I really love it and use it so much. The Bottega Veneta Mini Jodi. This bag was very unexpected how much I actually like it, and I think it's the leather that is so soft with the slouchiness of the bag and just the overall look that it gives to outfits. Yes, I keep telling myself I wish that I tried Bottega Veneta a little bit sooner, but here I am becoming a fan. I still would very much like to try the Tin Jodi in suede, especially in this gray color that I like so much. So this bag, one of the aspects that I really love about it is that it does come with a chain, so I can actually make it a shoulder bag. It fits so much despite being such a small bag. The color is also beautiful. It's called Fondant, and it's this very dark brown. It kind of almost looks like black, but it's actually a brown bag. I just really liked it, and I'm so happy that I finally decided to try it out. And the last bag that I want to share is going to be my Crystal DJoy. I don't know what this bag has, but if it's dark outside and I'm gonna go out, I just grab it and I take it with me. I love it. It's something about the size and the sparkles and just the uniqueness and just like the 20s vibes that it gives me. I am so happy that I went with this bag. A lot of people are not a fan of the mixed hardware, but I actually love it because I always mix my jewelry, and yeah, this bag just, I really love it. I've been using it a lot since the day that I got it, and I definitely want to give the DJoy in this size specifically a big shout out. Now with shoes, the first pair that I wanted to share is the Dior ballerinas, and I know that my obsession with ballerinas started around September of last year, and now I have non-stop tried to get ballerinas in different colors in my size, and these ones from Dior, they're so comfy. I love them. I had to get inserts for these ones because they come a little bit bigger, but they are 35, same as the Chanel ones. These ones have the pearls and the little bow, so a little bit more feminine, and being white, they go so well with dresses and a lot of spring outfits, and I've used them twice. Those 2 times I didn't really have to break them in, they were just comfortable. But I also want to show you the other pair of ballerinas that I have, because if I'm going out, chances lately is that I'm gonna choose one of this. And as I said, I started with 1 pair. It's become an issue and I'm okay with that. Do I plan to add more ballerinas? Probably yes, I'm not gonna lie. This is my black pair, and I also have them in beige and these beautiful suede ones. Just because of how much I use these ones, which were my first pair, I just love them so much, and they go with pretty much anything. If it's not raining or very cold, they just are my go-to. I am not even using white sneakers anymore. There's no white sneakers on this list, and I just want to show them all in one category because I just picked them based on the outfit. And these are the burgundy suede ones. I also really love this, but I'm more careful with these ones than the other ones because of course they're suede and not leather. I'm not not the biggest high heel person, but I've been trying to force myself that if I'm going to go out and we're just gonna walk a little bit, not too much, I'm starting to use these ones pretty much on a weekly basis, and it's been great. I can feel that they're breaking in now and I love them. I know that this is basically the same as the ballerinas but with a heel, but because it's a chunky heel, they just feel so secure and they're so comfortable. I just want to give a massive shout out to the personal shopper that helped me find this because they were almost impossible to find. I'm gonna leave Reham's social media on the description box and like right here in case you want to check them out. She helped me source shoes in my size when I was literally desperate to find this, and they're just a great pair of shoes. I would highly recommend it to anyone that is like me, not the biggest heel fan. You cannot stand to wear them for a really long time. These are really good for that, but again, if it's raining, I would be a little bit careful because the leather is a bit delicate. And the last pair that I wanted to talk about is, I think, my favorite pair of boots that I owned. I don't know with the black Isabelle Marant ones, but these ones, I really love them, and now that it's getting a little bit warmer, this with shorts look amazing, and they're this suede Jimmy Choos, but I love the length that they have, and I also really like the color. I don't know if they keep doing this, but I definitely wanted to include them because right now I've been loving them so much. I don't feel like they're much for summer, but definitely spring and fall, they're amazing shoes. I do have a few things home related that I wanted to mention. The first one is something that we recently got, and it's this lamp. So for a while I had this feeling that specifically this corner of the living room had such an empty feeling that every time that it was Christmas and we would put up the Christmas tree, it felt kind of complete. Also at nighttime it was just too dark, so we started looking for a lamp, but we would never find anything that was what we were envisioning for this space because I wanted the lamp to complement it and not be too simple, but at the same time to make like harmony. So the other day we found this one on West Wing. I'm gonna link it, and it's this beautiful gold arched lamp, and it kind of falls on top of the Rochebois. I just really love it. Every time that I now look at the space, it feels a little bit more complete. We are still looking to improve a few spaces in the house, but we're having a really hard time finding the perfect pieces. So I keep telling myself that we're not rushing into this because that's how I end up with furniture that I don't really love and keep in the long run. I am still looking for something for the coffee and tea station, something a little bit bigger where we can store all the coffee mugs that I kind of collect now. And I also want to make like a mini bar. Paula really loves wine, and sometimes we find bottles that we just want to keep for maybe a special occasion, and we have started to accumulate a few bottles, and I would love to have like a really nice space to just like display them, but so far nothing that we absolutely love, so that's what's been keeping us from really updating more things in the house. Same as for the bedroom, I just don't know. I am not sure what I want to do, but there's a few things that I want to change around because I don't feel like the space is complete, and I might be too picky. I know that, but I do feel like we're gonna stay here for a really long time, and I just want it to be perfect and that we love it, and not that we're settling just because we want to rush into getting these things. This one is not new, but I definitely feel like I should mention it because lately they've been adding more art to the gallery, and I sat down and really went through and added some favorites. But when we first moved, I really wanted to get the Frame TV from Samsung. The reason that I wanted to do this is because we love watching movies. It's kind of our routine to end the day sometimes to watch a chapter of something, or during the end of the week we like to watch movies. I just prefer that over going to the theater because we're here at home. So I wanted something that was not going to just take over the entire living room and that was aesthetically pleasing. So we decided to invest on the Frame TV without knowing that it would come with many other perks. The fact that it's matte and it doesn't have a lot of reflection. When you watch TV series that are a little bit darker or movies that are a little bit darker, you don't get that over reflection that stops you from being able to watch it. And it does kind of look like a painting. Like, we have invited people over to have dinner, and at first they don't realize that it's actually a TV. I don't know if they're being really nice, but I do feel like it has a very realistic look if you go for certain pieces. And I'm more into the classic art. I like to change it also with the seasons. I just really love how it makes this space look. Something that I also love is candles. So I wanted to recommend this candle brand that is called Duart. The owner is called Valentina, and she makes these beautiful sculptures. I feel like they add such a statement. I haven't had the heart to light them up because they're just so perfect, but that's absolutely their purpose. So if you want to get them to light them, that's definitely what you should do. I don't know, I may do it eventually, but I really love them, specifically this one. I'm just gonna put some clips of them so you can see them and link her website on the description box down below. And the last category accessory that I have is self-care. I did notice that during winter time, especially because it gets dark so early, I just felt a little bit like not going out, staying home. I had not been my usual self. I am someone who really likes to go out. I love being home, but I do feel like I need to see other people, get some sun exposure. It's so funny, I'm just like a plant. If I don't get sun, I get so depressed. It's one of the reasons why we live here. I just need the beach, I need the sun. I feel like I thrive and I just feel overall better. But I did find some activities that I love doing in the meantime. I'm really waiting for the little beach house to be open so we can start going and just read books under the sun, getting to the water. We even bought a paddleboard because I want to start doing more things the moment that the water is not freezing cold. But pottery painting has been one of my favorites lately. I've been doing it quite a lot, and I made a bowl for Masha, coffee cups, some plates. I just find it so relaxing, and I think that I may want to try some actual painting. In no way I think I'm good at it, but I just feel like it's so therapeutic and relaxing. And I don't know if it's trendy right now, but they opened so many places here in Barcelona to do pottery painting. Some of them give you coffee or wine and they put music, so it's just something really nice to do. This is the latest one that I made. Alongside with not getting enough sun exposure, I've been so pale, and this one's have been saving me. They are the Debronzy drops from Drunk Elephant. They're sometimes hard to find, but if you're able to get your hands on them, if you mix them with your moisturizer, they're amazing. I'm definitely using them right now, and I'm actually someone who has very sensitive skin, so every time that I try something new, I'm a little bit scared that it's going to make me break out or just give me some sort of redness. No problem with this one. I really like the natural tan that it kind of gives you, so I just wanted to recommend them. So I hope that this wasn't too long. These are overall the things that I've been using a lot. If you have any questions about them, let me know in the comment section down below. I hope everyone has a beautiful day, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing and click the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of my videos. If you're not done watching, I'm gonna leave you 2 videos right here in case you want to check them out. Thank you, and see you on the next one. Bye!